When I was a kid, we called every teacher, every parent, anyone over the age of 20, it seemed, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so. We'd never dream of using a grown-up's first name. I still address the parents of my childhood best friend as Mr. and Mrs. James. I remember feeling a frisson of gleeful maturity at 4 years old when I was invited to call my dance teacher Miss Eileen. I was so excited to utter her first name that I named my pet chicken after her. But somewhere between my childhood and my kids' childhood, young people stopped using Mr. and Mrs., and most of us stopped introducing ourselves that way. All of my friends' children know me as Faith, and my kids know my peers by their first names too. The most formality my son articulates is when he calls our beloved dog walker Uncle Juan. Surely there are places in which youth still address their elders strictly as Mr. and Mrs., but I do think this trend towards using first names will only progress. And that's okay with me. Our society, more than ever, tries to stay young. Nothing ages you more immediately than being called Mrs. We may be adults, but we don't feel old. We're becoming parents at an age when our parents became grandparents. Check out this photo of my grandmother's on my parents' wedding day. My grandmother was my age at her daughter's wedding. Decades ago, graduating to Mr. and Mrs. was seen as an achievement. Boys felt like men. Girls felt like winners when they received their MRS degree. Plenty of women today, however, go by Ms. and have a different last name than their spouses or their kids. We're also just a lot more casual. Ladies don't wear white gloves. Old folks wear jean shorts on airplane rides. And who has the time to stand in line at Starbucks while the barista asks you to spell your surname as she writes Mr. Whoever on your coffee cup? But mostly, I think it demonstrates that we've become a more egalitarian society and points to an evolution in the way we look at children. We treat them as equals because they're people. They are our equals, not in experience, but in importance. They do need boundaries and rules, but they are people with unique needs and their own kind of wisdom. Just as kids need to learn to respect their elders, we are a society that increasingly respects our youth. I totally honor the wishes of people who want my children, or me, to call them Mr. or Mrs., but please call me Faith, whether you're 2 or 92. You can even name your chicken after me.